Hello and welcome, my beautiful vibrant souls, to today's pick a card reading. So today is going to be a quick career and finances reading. Now I have 3 piles to choose from. I do want to mention whatever comes through is whatever comes through. So this is kind of just going to be whatever messages about your career and finances that your guides in general, but your angels in particular, would like to bring to you. So, you know, just try to be open to whatever is going to come through. So we have 3 options to choose from as usual, as per usual. I decided not to put any kind of signifiers on them today, or crystals or anything like that. It just felt like the way to do it. So this is where we are today. But yes, 3 options to choose from left to right. Option 1, option 2, and option 3. Take as long as you need to, pause the video if needed, meditate, contemplate on the stacks in front of you, and when you have selected the choice that you are the most intuitively drawn to, you can head down to the timestamps in the description box below and head to the selected reading of your choice. Sorry, my eyeball was itchy for a second, so I was trying to deal with that. Apparently I can't do 2 things at once here. Sorry guys. Oh, sorry about that. My allergies are awful, hence the scratchy voice. But yes, select your option, head to your reading. Super excited to get into it with you guys. Let's do this. Okay, hi group 1. All right, so I'm just kind of tuning in for a sec to see if I get anything. I was seeing seagulls. I don't know why. So seagulls might be important for you, looking up the meaning of seagulls, which I know it, but I can't remember it off the top of my head, so sorry. Seagulls also to me are very resourceful. They're a little scrappy, but they really utilize what they can find in their immediate environment really well. They're pretty good at, you know, chilling with other seagulls, but also being near human beings. And so again, they're versatile. There we go. They're versatile and they're resourceful. So those might be qualities that you possess or qualities that you are trying to cultivate within yourself. Excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. Allergies, so awful. So let's see what you have for your oracle cards. You have, ooh, Lenten Rose, protection. Conserve what you have, save a little. Okay, so savings is already highlighted right out the gate. We have, oh, release jealousy. Jealousy is an affirmation that you don't have something, and the universe manifests exactly as you affirm. Let other people's successes inspire rather than frustrate you. If they can have it, so can you. I love that. Excuse me. We have, okay, chaos and conflict. Card 33, so that's a master number, but it also reduces to a 6. And, ooh, Astraea. I might be mispronouncing that. Put it in the comments if I do. But named after the Greek goddess of justice, this asteroid represents good judgment and can bring clarity to how you stick to your commitments and make decisions aligned with your values and beliefs. Ooh, that's hot. Astraea also brings light through in times of challenge. Where this asteroid appears in your astrology chart emphasizes your ability to stay with your goals and endure difficult moments in your life with hope and faith throughout the process. Okay. Oh, I didn't even mean to put them in ascending order of size, but I actually really like that. Look at you guys. You set the trend for the whole reading for the rest of the video. Okay, so first of all, I want to mention there's a lot going on here with chaos and conflict, right? And there's a lot of, you know, we have this zebra and the skin is breaking off into pieces and falling away, and beneath that's this giraffe skin, right? I feel like a lot of you are trying to do your own thing. I feel like a lot of you have been in this place, excuse my burp, where you've been trying to do what other people do. And this might be why there's a little bit of, I'm not even feeling necessarily jealousy, but resentment. It's right, I'm doing what everybody else is doing, but I'm not reaching success for this. Why not? What am I doing wrong? What am I, I'm so sorry. What am I doing wrong? You know, this works for everybody else, not for me. I'm putting in the time, the effort, the labor. I'm doing, you know, I'm following the steps of success like everybody else, and I'm not getting it. And I do feel a little bit of frustration off this group. And that's okay, right? you know, 33 reduces to a 6, and 6 is a number of interpersonal relationships. So this might be, you know, working within a group of people. You might be looking at peers, professional peers, or even just peers in your social circle and be like, damn, why am I not here yet? I'm putting in just as much work as everybody else. And for a lot of you, I really want to say the key is that you haven't been in alignment with some area of yourself. And we see this with the Estrella card, right? Your ability to stay with your goals and endure difficult moments in your life with hope and faith throughout the process. But it also is make decisions aligned with your values and beliefs. There's something where you're out of alignment, and that's why things aren't manifesting. And I do feel like it's not a full-on self-fulfilling prophecy, but it's like things, you know, you're out of alignment, right? And that might be something that you've been aware of or unaware of, because you're trying to be like how other people do it or how everybody else does it. So it's like you're out of alignment, it doesn't manifest, it creates like feelings of resentment or possibly jealousy, and then those, you know, those energies contribute to the continual manifestation of what you don't want, essentially. So a lot of you, that's what I'm feeling. First of all, your guides do want you to know you have Ascended Master help here that's trying to help you grow and expand your consciousness. It's going to have to do with communication as well, because the 33 always makes me think of how we communicate. But you are also very protected at this time, right? Excuse me. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. This might be a time for retreat, especially if you've been making a lot of strides in your career or strides with like, you know, you might be trying to save a lot, or you might be working with like investments. You might have recently kind of tried to get into the stock market or into like, I'm hearing crypto or something like that. You just started to do something new. And I feel like the problem is that, like I said, you're trying to approach it from a similar angle as other people. You may also be trying to approach it in something that is not in alignment with your moral beliefs. And I don't mean that like you're doing something immoral, but just something where, you know, it's like a gray area. It's not necessarily directly flying in the face of what you believe, but it's not necessarily something that you would support either, right? There's something where it's out of alignment. That's just the phrase that keeps coming through. It's out of alignment. And so I feel like the frustration is like, I'm doing what everybody else is doing. I'm doing all the right things, but I'm not seeing the same success. I'm not, you know, seeing my investments grow. I'm not getting offered a promotion at work. I'm not, you know, seeing my content channel grow, you know, things like that. And there is that frustration that's kind of, you know, simmering beneath the surface, and understandably so, right? It is really, really frustrating when we're putting all of our hard work into what we're doing and we're not really getting anything in return for it. Especially if it's, you know, with conserve what you have, especially if you've had to really kind of like make some sacrifices and like in the immediate now, that can become very, very frustrating. And so I am feeling this like pent up, irritated energy. They are telling me to pull another one of these though. So I'm gonna grab that deck really quick because I put it on my little tarot shelf next to me. So let's see. Oh, where did it go? It's this one. Take a divinely guided chance. Okay, hang on. We also have limited ideas at the bottom. So this one is, all positive change and successful ventures involve a degree of risk, and you are ready to follow your divine guidance to new territories as you leave behind that which is comfortable and familiar but no longer appropriate for you. You make room for new and more meaningful opportunities. Yeah, right? Okay, so this is very much the kind of energy here. First of all, you are protected. I do feel like you want to do something different. You might just have been feeling stuck and stagnant for quite some time. You know, there may also be this like sense of almost envy about like, you know, let's say you wanted to, you know, quit your 9-to-5 and work for yourself. There's like this almost envy about like, oh, you know, but I did everything right. I, you know, went to college and I got this degree and then I got a good job, but I'm not happy doing this. You know, and I look at these other people who are, I don't know, I'm making shit up, but like, I look at these other people who quit their jobs and they, you know, live in a van and they do the van life thing and they're just like little nomads, and I'm jealous. And, you know, it's like this feeling where they're like, you know, your guides want you to know that you can live in alignment with your dreams as well, right? You can do things by your own accord as well. This is going to involve a risk, but what they're saying is it's not really a risk because it's guaranteed to be successful in the end. You are protected, very much so. Even though it might feel like a chaotic decision, it might feel, excuse me, like you're throwing things out of balance, but you're very protected in whatever this is that you want to be doing. So let's play you some tarot to dig a little bit deeper. I'm gonna take that one as well. Ah! Okay, there's a lot of things coming out. Wow, the Lovers is at the bottom. Yeah, you really got to choose with what's in alignment with your heart and soul. Easier said than done, but still very important. These three came out on my TikTok. I did a career reading on my TikTok today. These three came out, so you might want to go check that out. The link for that is in oh, you know what? Yeah, no, the link for that is in the description box below. I was like, I just changed my handle. No, I didn't. I changed my personal one, you guys, today. Wow. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Sorry for the sniffling, by the way. It's just my respiratory system getting mad at the pollen. Wow, we have the Emperor. Damn, okay. And the Chariot. Holy shit, you guys. 3 major arcana. So what powerful energy we have. Aries energy, Cancerian energy. Maybe this is my pile, because these are my sun and moon. But, yeah, okay. And then up here we have the... I like how this is like, don't look at me. The 4 of Swords reversed, the Queen of Cups, and the 10 of Swords reversed. Oh shoot, I just realized I had this little bug bite and it opened up. Hang on, I'm getting a Band-Aid right next to me. Doo, doo, doo. All right, cool. We chit-chatting, we having a good time. I'm gonna talk while I put it on. Just because I live near the woods and I get bug bites like you would not believe when I go walk my dogs. Okay, so first of all, I feel like you're in this period right now, or you've been in this period of this Queen of Cups, 4 of Swords reversed, 10 of Swords reversed. So you may have really undergone, with this 10 of Swords reversed, like undergone some kind of feelings of betrayal. And I almost feel like this is with the universe. Like maybe you took a leap of faith in the past, and it did not go well. For some of you, this isn't even you. This is somebody that you know. This is like, oh, you know, my uncle tried to start their own business and they lost everything, or my cousin invested in this company, made a wrong move and like lost everything, right? There's something where it's like there is this bitter ending and this like something just fell apart. And I feel like it's because of that there is this hesitancy, right? This Queen of Cups, this is somebody who's very nurturing, who's very emotionally stable, who's very intuitive. I feel like there is this, it's like this push-pull, like, right, this is a card of meditation and reflection. I feel like a lot of you have been either avoiding meditation and reflection, or it's like you go back and forth between like, you meditate about this, you think about it, and you're like, okay, you know, intuitively, I feel drawn to take this chance. I feel drawn to head in this direction. But then there's this like, you know, this fear right here. And because it's reversed, I think a lot of you have been working through these fears, but there's still this last little bit of hesitation of like, do I go for it? Do I not? And you've been feeling more and more intuitively pulled toward this different path. And I see you kind of sitting with that and worrying about that. For some of you, you want to take some chances in your career and finances, and you have a family or a spouse to have to take into account. You know, we have an adult, we have a lady here, then 2 children here. And there's this fear of creating chaos and conflict of like, oh my God, you know, what if this, you know, because this is a card usually of peace and it's reversed. It's like, what if this creates a lot of upheaval? What if, you know, things go poorly? I feel like there's a lot of fear here. There's a lot of, you know, what ifs, what ifs, what ifs. But then we have this beautiful, gorgeous, juicy trio right here. You know, the Wheel of Fortune, the Emperor, the Chariot. This is divinely guided. Like I said, with protection. You are protected, but it's almost like you don't need to, it feels like a leap of faith, but it's really not, right? It's really not a leap of faith because this is guaranteed. There is guarantees that if you move forward in the direction that you feel intuitively led to, that you will have success. Now, it might be different than you expect. It might require that you change your approach, you change your strategy a little bit. You have to make some adjustments as you go. But, oh my God, I'm sorry, you guys. But you have success coming to you. And we see this with the Emperor. This is somebody who's not afraid to call the shots. This is somebody who's not afraid to take a leadership position, either in a company, on a team, even just in their own life, in their family. They're not afraid to be in control. They're not afraid to, this is the person in the driver's seat, and like, they're not afraid. Like I said, this is Aries energy. They're not afraid to make the call, because they also really trust in their wisdom and their judgment. And we see this here with the Chariot as well. This is another card of, you know, forward movement, success, victory, very strong-willed energies here. And the thing with the Chariot is, you can see we have the black and white sphinxes, and to me, look at its little smile right there, like, oh, yes. You know, the black and white sphinxes, to me, the thing that always gets my attention with the Chariot, because the charioteer is successful, powerful, you know, victorious. And I think the thing that sets it apart, the reason why the charioteer is able to be so successful, is because of its light and shadow elements represented here, right? The charioteer knows themselves backward and front, light and shadow, you know, soul and ego. They know themselves in the shining, you know, the shining brightness of day and the deepest darkness of night, because they've gone through the dark night of the soul. They really stripped away the layers of ego, and they've gone through the ego death, and they're not afraid of themselves. And as a result, they've really mastered themselves. Sorry, you guys. They really mastered themselves, and thus they work with their energy, not against it, right? So you might be in this dark night of the soul. You might be in this place where it feels like everything is falling apart. But what your team really wants you to know is that it's kind of like that it's happening for you, not to you. And I know we all get sick of hearing that. Whatever has been going on, whatever you're afraid of, whatever's gone wrong in the past, has been to help you get to this charioteer status where you can be in control. You can be in the driver's seat, because you know yourself completely, right? You can rely on yourself. You can count on yourself, right? With the sun here, there is empowerment, there's confidence, there's understanding. And so what I feel like your team is trying to tell you is that you're being called in this new direction, and everything you've known might be falling apart a little bit, or the way that you do it might necessitate a change. But this new direction you're going in is divinely guided, and there is nothing but success and good things up ahead for you. But you do have to work with spirit and be willing to allow some things to fall apart so other things can come together, but allow things to unfold in the way they're supposed to, not in the way that you necessarily had it in your mind, and not in the way that there's necessarily supposed to work for other people. So I do want to pull you guys a couple of cards of advice. Oh, the Magician. God damn. And the Ten of Pentacles. Can't even. Yeah, and the Moon's at the bottom, and the Three of Wands at the top. So you're waiting for your ships to come in. So this is awesome. We have Gemini and Virgo here. We also have Cancer and Pisces here. But like, this is amazing. This is saying you are empowered. These are incredibly empowered energies. You are empowered. You have the wisdom. You have all the tools at your disposal. You can manifest anything right now. And what you're manifesting with this Ten of Pentacles is something very successful, very abundant, very long term. But it does require that you kind of trust in your intuition, you trust in spirit, even in those moments when you're afraid, that you overcome that shadow work, you overcome those fears. So that's what you're working through right now. So just know that things are there are going to be times where things feel a little uneven, a little uncertain when it comes to your career and finances, especially over the next 10 months, I'm hearing. But that you are headed in the right direction. You are headed in a direction that will, in time, bring you quite a lot of, it's not even just material abundance, but quite a lot of like status. Like, people are going to look to you for answers. People are going to look to you for your wisdom, for your wise words especially. But they're going to see how you've been empowered, right? Just again, very powerful energy here. How you've been empowered, how you have learned from your experiences, how you do things, right? How you have followed your own inner compass, your own guidance. And people are going to look to you not only for the skills as it pertains to your career, but your personal wisdom that you've accrued along the way. So that's friggin' dope. I love that. I think this is just about everything I have for group 1. I hope this has been helpful. I'm so glad I got the chance to read for you today. If you're looking for a personal reading, the link to my shop's in the description box below. I'm wishing you guys the best, the brightest, the most beautiful things that life has to offer. With that, I'm going to move on to group 2. Bye, guys. Ah, I'm dropping everything. All right, hang on. Try to see if I get anything for you. I'm seeing a lot of sunshiny kind of imagery. So you might finally be getting a bright idea is what I'm hearing, like your big idea. You're like, ah, yes, okay. Things might finally start to kind of clear up, become more obvious to you, particularly if, I don't feel confusion. I feel like there's been a lull. That's kind of where I'm getting. Like there may have been a lull in your career where it's like, you may have kind of been feeling like uninspired or you just didn't really know what to do next. But I feel like things are getting moving. Motivation is coming back, things of that nature. So let's see what you have for your oracle cards. You have, oh, sweet Alyssa with clarity. You guys, no joke. I don't look at these beforehand either. Bright paths of understanding will open. Yes. Yes. Okay, I'm into it. We have, let go of guilt. I love that. When you allow your light to shine brightly, you inspire others. Forgive yourself for what you think you've done or not done, and trust that God loves you unconditionally for who you are. Learn and grow from past mistakes instead of berating yourself for them. The author of this deck uses God, consciousness, and linguistics. Please feel free to substitute it with whatever language you prefer, whatever is divine to you. I call it your great big something, so you can totally put in your great big something, whatever that might be to you. Okay, so we then have, oh, no place like home, card 50, that reduces to a 5. The light imagery in all of these is really interesting. That's so cool. I swear I don't look at these. Oh, blood moon. Ha. The blood moon occurs during a total lunar eclipse when the earth is between the sun and moon, and the earth's position causes the sun's light to appear with a reddish orange tint on the moon's surface. During this time, the moon's energy is extra intense and can bring opportunities for personal discovery and the manifestation of deeply held dreams and desires. Woo! Excuse me. Okay. So first of all, I love the hands of the clock are on, one is on 12 and one is between 10 and 11. When they're on like 11 and 12, this to me is like something's coming in at the 11th hour, like right in the nick of time. So it might not be there yet, but it's pretty close. You've been waiting on this for a while. This might be something where like your home life or something having to do with your family hangs in the balance is what I'm getting. So this might be where you're letting, you're like trying to decide whether or not to move, or, you know, you're trying to find out if you've got a job, to figure out whether or not to relocate, something like that. There might be something where you really wanted to, you've had a couple of different career paths ahead of you, and one was like something that you, you know, wanted to do and was more stable, but maybe not the passion of your heart, and one where you kind of wanted to go for it, but there's a fear of like negatively impacting your home, whether it's, you know, financially or not having enough time for your loved ones, you know, so on and so forth. So there's been like this kind of waiting energy of needing to figure out the best path. So for you guys, when, excuse me, when it comes to career and finances, whatever situation you've been in, you are about to get the clarity you need about which way to go. Now, I feel like you're going to be shown the way, but it does require that you let go of some guilt. So like, let's say, you know, for some of you, you might have children and you're deciding to go back to work, or you know, whether you're deciding because you want to or deciding because you kind of have to, you know, because I see like two little kids right here. They're angels, but they're two little babies. So for some of you, like this is what it is, where you're like, you know, and it doesn't have to necessarily be children, but you might have like dependents in the house, or it's like, oh, you know, I have been a stay-at-home parent for so long, or I've like done the household labor for so long, and now I'm thinking about doing something else. And there might be like a fear of leaving your kids. Not like leaving your kids, but like a fear of like, you know, I won't be there to care for them in the same way. And some of this might be circumstantial, like they're going to be going off to school in the fall, and then you're going to be re-entering the workforce, at least part-time. There's just like, there's a shift going on. But whatever this shift is, for many of you, you've been, like I said, trying to figure out the right path, and you are finally getting that clarity coming in. Within the next, I'm hearing 3 months. I know that's a long time for some of you, but there's like, within the next 3 months, you're either going to see the path clearly and be able to take action toward it, or you're going to start moving in this new direction, and then within 3 months, you're going to see like, okay, how everything is working out in your favor. It's something like that. So over the next 3 months, you're going to get clarity about this. And so we were talking about, you know, the blood moon here with total lunar eclipse. We did have a total lunar eclipse, if I'm not mistaken, like, oh God, a month and a half, 2 months ago. I don't know, time is not my strong suit. Time is an illusion. I just say that because I'm not great with time management. But, so this may have started back in the lunar eclipse. I think it was in Taurus, if I remember correctly, the full moon eclipse. Or not Taurus, excuse me, Scorpio. The new moon eclipse was in Taurus. You guys, I can't talk. So that may have kind of like shaken some things loose for you in terms of this situation. But there is this new path leading forward. And for some of you, this new path is gonna take you to something that feels like home, right? This could help you move into a new home. You could financially be getting set enough to do that. Like I said, there could be relocation on the table. For some of you, this like new job that you're gonna have, new company, new team that you're gonna be working with, there might be getting new coworkers. It's gonna feel like home, but it does require that you take action toward it, or you are open to receiving this new path and taking steps toward this new path. But because we have let go of guilt, I'm really feeling that for some of you, there is going to be guilt around moving away from what you know. But it is to help bring, like it says, opportunities for personal discovery, the manifestation of deeply held dreams and desires. Whatever this is, this calls to you. You want this. But there is this like, this fear and this sense of guilt in leaving behind what you are currently doing or working on. So let's pull some tarot. Jeebus. Okay. All right, I guess you get a lot of tarot today. Yeah, we have the 8 of Pentacles reversed at the bottom. So for some of you, you might have been, for some of you too, you might also be taking a break from work, I gotta say, just because we have the 8 of Pentacles reversed. Like something may have not worked out and it may have been like a devastating blow, and you're taking some time to regroup and you're like staying home for a bit. Whether you have, you know, dependents or not. And there's a little bit of guilt around this. And what Spirit's saying is that, you know, with the clock hands being so close to, you know, to the clock striking 12, the time for the next chapter will come, but let yourself rest in the meantime and don't feel guilty about needing to take some time to kind of retreat and regroup, right? And enjoy that time off, because we all need that. But let's see what we have here. We have, ooh, the Hanged Man. Yeah, you're in a period of pause. Pisces energy as well. The 7 of Wands, okay. Sorry about the sniffles, guys. Like I said, my allergies are really bad. The 6 of Pentacles, okay. Wow, the Queen of Wands, okay. Feminine fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. The 9 of Cups reversed, okay, and the 3 of Swords. So, okay. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty much in alignment with what we were talking about. So period of pause, like I said, a period of a lot of contemplation. We have the light around the crown chakra. You're waiting for this clarity. It is coming, or it has recently come in. And with the 7 of Wands, this is saying don't fight it. Don't fight what you feel intuitively you need to do. Don't fight, like essentially it's like what would feel good for you right now, what would feel like, you know, a time of personal discovery, a time for figuring out what it is you truly desire, like really going back to the drawing board and starting from scratch. Don't fight that. It's okay to have that. Like if you're able to make that work financially, don't fight that. Because with the 6 of Pentacles here, I feel like you're used to doing things for other people. You're used to really being like the one who carries others, right? So, you know, like I said, could be a parent, have dependents in general. You could be caring for elderly family members. You do a lot around the household. Excuse me. A lot around the household. You just do things for other people all the time, right? And what Spirit's saying is like, let people carry you when you need it, right? So if this is like, you know, you're going back to work and you and your co-parent are going to have to, your co-parent might have to take up more of the child rearing responsibilities. Don't feel bad about that, because you've put in the effort and the time, and this is like you're getting kind of like your good karma essentially. You know, or if you have put in a lot of years at a job that is just not really serving you and you want to move on to something that you're actually excited about, you know, and again, we have the sunshine beaming behind the house, a huge thing about light here. it's like, if you want to do that, don't feel guilty about that, because you put in the time and effort elsewhere, right? And that's okay to want something different for yourself. Essentially, this is saying that the scales are balancing in your favor. Somebody might be giving you a gift with the Six of Pentacles to show their appreciation, because it looks like she's holding a bouquet, and all I can think about is like somebody winning a pageant. They're like, oh, thank you, I have so many people to thank. Like, oh, this is so nice. As you can tell, I've never been in a pageant because I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh boy. But you know, somebody might be trying to give you a gift or give you a raise, give you something like that to thank you for your effort, your hard work. And you know, they're like, essentially they're saying the universe is trying to give you something, whether this is something material or this is an opportunity to follow your dreams. And you're being encouraged to like accept that, because I feel like you've done a lot of inner work as well, right? Back up, Vanessa. We got the Queen of Wands here. You know, this is all about manifesting your heart's deepest desires, like this card is talking about. You're in this really like powerful place. Some of you are fire signs. Like I said, we have Pisces on the board. But you're really in this beautiful place of being able to manifest whatever it is that you desire. But the Queen of Wands is also very, very confident in herself, right? The Queen of Wands is very well liked too. She's very gregarious. She's like sparkly, right? A lot of people want to be around her. And thus, if this is talking about you, like, I feel like a lot of people see you like the Queen of Wands. A lot of people have positive memories with you. They appreciate you. So thus, if it comes time where it's your moment to shine, it's your moment to go after your dreams, I feel like people are going to step up and want to help you, right? Excuse me. A lot of people are going to step up and want to, you know, lend their time, their support, their energy, something to try to help you out here in whatever this is for you. And there's like what Spirit's trying to say is try not to feel guilty about it, right? Yeah, to like try not to feel guilty about accepting this help from other people, because you have earned it. You've done so much to help others, and you might not recognize this, but even just sharing your energy, sharing your positive energy really, really helps people. Now with the Nine of Cups reversed and the Three of Swords upright, I do feel like there is a situation from the past where a dream didn't work out and there was like a lot of heartache around it. Because I'm really seeing learn and grow from your past mistakes instead of berating yourself for them. Maybe this is the second time around trying for whatever this is. Maybe you wish you had done things differently, and now there's hesitation about approaching this new chapter in your career and financial life. But what Spirit's trying to tell you is you've balanced your karma, right? Anything that's coming in now, it's coming in from a solid level foundation, and they're really here to help as much as possible. Like, you're ready for this now, whereas you weren't before. So don't let fear of this past experience hold you back. I want to know more of like what this is though. Okay, sorry. Okay, wow. So, and the Wheel of Fortune's at the bottom, very destined here, very fated. Yeah, okay, so when I ask kind of what this is, we have the Devil reversed, Capricorn energy. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Whew. We have the Chariot, which is Cancer's energy, and then the Justice card, which is Libra energy, but reversed. So this was absolutely what didn't happen before was there was a karmic contract that had to be completed. That's why this situation didn't pan out before, right? So if this is you trying to start a business, it didn't work because of that. If this was you trying to, you know, wanting to relocate, didn't work before because of that. If this was you, I don't know, maybe trying to, like, I'm almost gonna like work while raising your kids, so maybe work from home while raising like young kids, or like there's something here where it's like you tried before and it didn't work out, or like you missed the opportunity. It didn't work out because there was a karmic contract that still needed to be worked out. You may have lost out on a contract. You may have, with, you know, Capricorn energy here, Capricorn's very financially savvy. You may have made financial mistakes in the past and mismanaged money and thus lost out on a long-term contract. And this might be something where you've been living with the fallout of this for a very long time. But the whole entire point of this situation before was to help you either become very, very like abundant within yourself. So you like learn to manage your own finances. You have become really, really responsible. You've gained a lot of wisdom. You have a lot of skills and thus a lot of self-confidence in yourself now. We see this with the Queen of Wands, a lot of confidence in yourself now. Or this karmic contract, this karmic situation that had to play out that was in direct opposition to you going after your dreams before was meant to help, you know, bring in, like I said, abundance with you with all the grapes, abundance for you, but then also to help you grow your self-confidence, your self-worth, to know your worth, to know what you're capable of, and to see your own skills, your own magic, right? So if something didn't work out in the past, or you had two choices and you made one instead of the one you really wanted, just know that, especially because we saw the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom, just know that whatever happened before was pretty fated, and it was to help you grow in order to be ready for this time around. And they don't have to be the exact same opportunity, but in order to be ready for, you know, essentially for the success here, in order to be ready to, you know, be in a leadership role. This is another card about relocation, so it might be time to move. You might be finally like closing on a new house and you're really excited about it. You may have spent a lot of time having to get your financial health in order, essentially, so you could buy a house. And this is saying let go of any guilt that you've had around mistakes you've made in the past. Whatever has happened has only served to grow you, to make you very confident in yourself, very abundant within yourself, very aware of your own worth. And there's nothing but success for you up ahead. There's nothing but a victory for you up ahead. Excuse me, I'm sorry. So yeah, I want to pull you guys one card of advice, and I'm getting like specifically, it should only be one. So let's see what you have. Oh, there it is. Temperance, of course, beautiful. Sagittarius energy. We do have death at the bottom, Scorpio showing up. So your one card of advice is really like to know that you've been in a healing place. It takes time, right? This is the divine timing card, but your timing is finally coming up. This is alchemy as well. You've really alchemized a lot of negative energy, and the universe has been patiently waiting and creating this opportunity just for you. You're right on time. You haven't, you know, and again, we have the clock here. You are right on time. Don't worry about it. Any mistakes of the past were learning, you know, opportunities that you had to go through in order to be ready. Nothing is lost. You are right on time. And they keep kind of saying that. And you might finally, with the sun here and here and here and here, you might finally be seeing how all the pieces are fitting together and realizing like, you're right, I am right on time. Any delays were divinely inspired. So this is really nice. I like this quite a lot. I hope this has been helpful. If you need help with your personal, oh, sorry, I'm stretching. If you need help with your personal situation, please check out my shop link in the description box below. I'd love to help if I can. It's been an honor and a joy to get to read for you today. I hope I get to again in the future. And with that, I'm wishing you guys the best, the brightest, the most beautiful things that life has to offer. Take care, love bugs. Bye. Hello and welcome, my beautiful, vibrant souls who are attracted to group 3. Let's try to tune into the energy and see what I get here. I'm getting kind of more of a serious vibe. I heard get serious, but I also heard let's get physical. So I was like, let's get serious. So I don't know if you're like, something is really serious and you're trying to like kind of keep your spirits up and like trying to see the humor in it. I don't know. I feel like a lot of you are like trying to buckle down. Some of you who are watching this pile might be going through your Saturn's return or just went through it. But there's something here where it's like, it's very much like nose to the grindstone, buckle down, like eye on the prize. It's time to get real about it. And I don't feel like this has been forced on you. I feel like this is something you want to do. And so spirit might be kind of speaking to that impulse. But let's see what you have for your cards. We have Everlasting Daisy with Fortitude. Be brave and dig deep. Yep. I love that card. We have partnership. Ooh. Allow helpful, supportive partnerships into your personal life and career, and both parties benefit as a result. You are receiving help from heaven and from a person who brings needed skills and resources. That's dank. You guys are the only group that got 2 of these cards, but yeah, look at that. We have blessed, card 22. I love it. That's a master number, reduces to a 4. And okay, well, you guys got the love reading apparently. Card 41. Okay, so this reduces to a 5, and then let's see what your last one is before I dive into this. Okay, of course, yep, water. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces make up the water signs. Intuitive, imaginative, and deeply connected to their emotions, these signs dive into their souls for spiritual discoveries. Excuse me. Water takes on the shape of its container, and for many water signs, it can be difficult to decide whether or not their container, a situation, a relationship, a place, is truly beneficial in the long run. Amen to that. Water signs are the natural healers of the zodiac, often dedicating their time to help save the world. Okay. So I'm seeing 2 things. There's 2 different messages distinctly. One, for some of you, you are healers. You have a spiritual mission. Doesn't mean you have to have like a spiritual, business per se, but this is, my tarot readers, my intuitives, my Reiki healers. This is my counselors, my therapists, life coaches. This is your group. So shout out. And so a lot of you, you might be reaching a place in your work, your spiritual work, whether, again, you do this professionally or this is just kind of like what you do. And I know this is like a career and finances reading. So like, even if you do this in your personal life and you've been thinking about, trying to integrate this more and like, make this a side hustle or something like that. For some of you, you're reaching a point of burnout, and your team really wants you to know that, right? Where it's, natural healers of the zodiac, often dedicating their time to help save the world. Beautiful. But where they're saying, water signs, it can be difficult to decide whether or not their container is truly beneficial in the long run. I'm feeling this sense of burnout where a lot of you are kind of like with fortitude. Like, I don't know if I can do this. Some of you are natural, healers, empaths, spiritualists, and you're thinking about making the leap to make this your career. So I guess it's 3 messages. So for those of you where this is something you've done in your personal life, Spirit is absolutely encouraging you. Spirit wants you to essentially come into a partnership with Spirit. This would be a very blessed partnership. I also like how she's just like levitating toward it. This would be a very blessed partnership that would have the potential to be very deep and very everlasting, right? Because this is who you are at the soul. This is your natural talent. This is, whether you're a water sign or not, this is your natural talent. These are your spiritual gifts. And so entering into a partnership, so like, let's say you have a lot of people who, if you read tarot, you have a lot of people who come to you who, like a lot of friends who are like, hey, I have this problem going on. Would you pull some tarot cards for me about this? Or, I don't know about you. So I do a thing where when I like to go out to eat by myself a lot. And so while I'm waiting for the food, I have a tarot deck in my purse at pretty much all times. And I'll just like pull out tarot and start doing it. And I cannot tell you the number of people who will just come over and ask questions or open up and start talking about their lives just because I have a tarot deck out. Like, it's the way I start a lot of conversations. And people will seek me out to do that. And this was happening before I even started doing this professionally. So like, that would be like a good hint. You have a situation where people just seek you out, right? You're the listening ear for other people. Some of you might be considering taking your skills to the next level, like I said, becoming a life coach, because people come to you for good advice all the time. You might be thinking about becoming a therapist, or it's like something where you have this natural gift, these natural skill sets, and you have some way of kind of externalizing it. Like I said, like reading tarot is like a natural way of externalizing your intuitive abilities, right? Being a life coach is a natural way of externalizing your spiritual wisdom, things like that. Among many things, obviously. It's a gross oversimplification, but gross. I love the word gross. It's never not funny to me. But it's something like that. So some of you are thinking about making this into an actual career, whether you do this part-time or, you know, this becomes your full-time thing. This is a big yes from Spirit. That's a very blessed partnership with a very long-lasting, the potential for long-lasting, for longevity. There we go. I'm like, what's the word I'm looking for? And it might, you know, be brave and dig deep. It might really require you to take a leap of faith. But again, it's very, very blessed. We have 22, so the Ascended Masters are working with you to help you create healthy partnerships, but also to help create stability in your own life, right? Because it reduces to a 4. Now, for some of you, like I said, you're already on this path. You are like my life coaches, my Reiki healers, you're my, I'm hearing yoga instructors. I don't know why they're showing people who lead spiritual hikes through the woods and then also do yoga. Like it's like, they're also yoga instructors. So it's like you lead people through the woods on like a spiritual hike, and then you stop in one area, you stop in like a clearing or I don't know, something like that. And you stop and do yoga for a while and then you keep going. I don't know why. The weirdest image, but I'm gonna give it to you guys. So if that's what you do, please put it in the comments because I want to know so bad. Or if you've been thinking about doing that, please put it in the comments. I really want to know. I love hearing from all you guys. Please always feel free to comment because it lets me know, like, it's always nice as a reader to get that confirmation of like, oh cool, the weird thing I was picking up on applies to somebody. I love that. And I just love hearing from you guys. So I'm really happy to be here with you and forming this beautiful blossoming community. Anyway, my sappy rant aside, so some of you you're already in this place, you're already doing this at least on a somewhat consistent or professional level, and there's a little bit of burnout happening. And what Spirit wants you to know, Spirit wants you to really dig deep because Spirit is sending you a partner. For many of you, this will be if this message applies, for many of you, this partner will be somebody who works in the same field or somebody who works in a complementary field. But this person is somebody who is part of your soul tribe. This person is also going to be here because this penguin, I know they're like doing penguin stuff, but it almost looks like this penguin's ready to pass out. And this penguin's like, holy shit, this emotional work is exhausting. And so this person's going to be here to help revive you. This person's also going to be here to help unlock something for you. But this partnership with this person who's coming in, it's very, very blessed. And again, this could be like a literal partnership, like you guys are starting to run a business together. This could be where you have a collaborative partnership where like, you know, you don't run a business together, but you often do like collaborations together. You help each other, you know, develop your next projects. You have like a really great referral relationship, like a working relationship, right? And this is where it's a working relationship, but it's based on your spiritual work. So I think it's kind of a little bit different, right? And this is somebody who you just get each other at the soul. You're very emotionally and intuitively connected, very psychically connected. You guys just vibe. And this person really understands you in the heart and soul because this person's also a healer. This person's also, you know, in the same realm that you are. So when you're feeling totally zapped, you're just exhausted, you know, you're feeling drained, you can go and talk to this person and be like, man, I just had this, you know, this reading with a client and it was, you know, it was really intense. And I'm just like, I'm feeling really emotional now. Like they get it. They're going to get it. And they're like, you know what? I was actually just, you know, I was just having a coaching session with a client and we had this big breakthrough and it was the same kind of thing, you know, or like I had that last week and I totally understand. This person's just going to know how to show up for you and vice versa. You know how to show up for them and you're really going to help each other. They're like showing me two people who are like exhausted and like injured, almost like 9 of Wands territory, like helping each other cross the finish line. So you guys are going to be very much, like super big supporters of each other. You're gonna do, I feel like you guys are gonna have a very long lasting partnership. Again, whether it's like you're friends and you support each other. Some of you, it may be romantic that you end up together with this person in a romantic context. So it's like double blessings in the partnership. Some of you, like I said, it's like a literal business partnership, or you have like that great referral relationship, or like this person could just be a friend who also works in the same industry and they're like, they get it, right? Especially because doing spiritual work can create a certain type of emotional and energetic exhaustion that I think it's hard if you don't work in that kind of a field or that capacity to understand. Like the emotional exhaustion of working, I used to work in social services before I did this. and one of my best friends also worked in social services, and even though we worked in different agencies, different fields altogether, there's an emotional exhaustion that can come from doing that really, impactful emotional work with people, both directly and indirectly. So like, it was nice to talk to her about it because she just got it. Excuse me, sorry. So, it's like that. You can, whether you're, no matter close or no matter how much you and this person are like intertwined in the business of like what you do, you're going to be able to relate to each other. Like, you're going to be able to support each other. They're going to get you. And it's like, you might be able to bounce ideas off each other, or like, again, a really great referral partnership, something like that. And you guys are just going to click. You guys are going to, I feel like for many of you, you don't know this person yet. They might be in your orbit, but you don't really know them. But you don't know them yet. And you guys are going to have a very long-lasting friendship, and like, again, spiritual kinship. And this person's like really going to understand what you need and when you need it. This would be like the person who, again, very psychically linked. Like, you might be having a really intense, draining day, and they just like send you a meme of something you find just so funny, and they just know, because intuitively they know you need it in that moment. And vice versa. There's a lot of flowers, a lot of like roses, so there's a lot of abundance here, but a lot of love. Now, the third message, excuse me, is that some of you, you are either meeting your soulmate or going into business with your soulmate, if this is romantic. So for some of you, you might meet your soulmate at work. I'm hearing if you especially if you just started a new job, you might be surprised by the people you meet. So you might be meeting your soulmate at work. For some of you, your soulmate might be coming into your orbit. Again, if you do like spiritual work and that's your profession, might be coming into your orbit. So your soulmate might start as like a potential client, or your soulmate might start as, I don't really feel like a potential client, but like your soulmate might be a potential collaborator, and they reach out to you and you guys start talking and they really, really enjoy talking to you. Again, very similar vibes, like you guys just get each other, in the heart and soul, intuitively, psychically. You just see each other and you understand each other. And for some of you, that will lead to a romance, a very, very everlasting, like a very strong, deep love, because it's very much based I'm sorry, you guys, I'm really trying. It's very much based in the heart and soul here. It's very beautiful. And this is a blessed partnership from Spirit. Again, we have 22. So this is like blessed ascended masters watching over your partnerships type of relationship. And for some, you might already be with this person and you're deciding to start a spiritual business together, or a business that fulfills your spiritual purpose together. And this is a very, very blessed idea. Oof, excuse my burp. So yeah, let's see what else comes up. Okay, all right. The Six of Pentacles, amazing, amazing. The Ace of Pentacles, oh my God. The Queen of Wands, I feel like I should stop there. And the Six of Cups reversed at the bottom. This could be somebody from your past that you're reconnecting with, but this is somebody you have past life energy with. I was taking a sip of my coffee. Oh, I love iced coffee, my God. Okay, so the Six of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands. Can you guys see these? I don't know if you can. You can, oh good. Oh, I didn't realize we're tilted. There we go. There we go, babies. So some of you might be feminine fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This could be this other person. So I'm gonna try to read for all of the situations I just mentioned. If you are thinking about taking up a spiritual, a spiritual practice as like a career or something like that, if you've been considering this, this, like I said, is a blessed partnership idea. You and Spirit are partnering together, and this is because you have a lot of magic. You're very intuitive, and you're also very good at attracting people. A lot of people are attracted to your light, and that is a really beneficial quality to have if you're doing spiritual work. Now, some of your spiritual work might involve, what do we have here? We have music, we have like sheet music here, so it might involve something creative, because the Queen of Wands is very creative. This is, people are, like I said, attracted to your light, attracted to what you have to say, because you have things to share. that are blessings to people. What you have to say really touches people emotionally. Even if they don't feel it in the moment, later on, they might like, you know, if you have like inspiring words to say, they will recall what you have to share, right? You have this like infectious energy that really just like helps lift people up. And that's your gift, right? We have a bright shining light on these two cards. That is your gift. And that is what you are meant to do. And there's a lot of success available for you, right? This is something where the universe is bringing this offer forth, and it's walking you through this portal, and it's a very abundant portal, right? This is the partnership that the universe is handing you. This might come through somebody else though, because we have the Six of Pentacles, but the Six of Pentacles to me can also talk about like good karma coming back your way, right? This is generosity, this is reciprocity, this is a lot of balance, there's a lot of harmony here, right? And it's like this person's here like doling out these coins for these other two people. Your energy is very nurturing to other people, and by you giving your energy, like Spirit's going to take care of you, like Spirit's going to give back to you the same amount you give to other people, whether this is through your creative project, this could be you starting a content channel, this could be you you know, doing a creative thing, writing a book for some of you, just really sharing your wisdom, sharing your magic, sharing your energy. You could be doing energy healing as well. And what Spirit wants you to know is that you will absolutely be taken care of, right? Everything you put into it, everything you put into helping other people will come back tenfold. And so Spirit's really got you in this partnership. Don't be afraid to pursue this. Now, for those of you who you're doing spiritual work, but you're feeling a little bit burnt out, Spirit wants you to know that they see that, right? This is very much like, help is on the way, dude. Like, help is on the way. There's a solid offer coming in, and this is meant to help you, right? Look at how the Ace of Pentacles is offering this to the Queen of Wands. This person could be a fire sign who's coming in, or a water sign, or you could be either. But this person is here to balance the scales in your favor. This person is here to help, like I said, this is all, you know, balance, harmony, reciprocity, generosity. This person's here to give you a boost the same way that you do for other people. So especially if you struggle sometimes trusting, you know, people who are new or people who say they want to help or something like that. And especially if you're in a place of energetic burnout right now, really, where you've really like seen some shit and you're kind of like, you're struggling to be open. Spirit sees that and is sending help. So try to remain, as much as possible, try to remain open. This person might like to wear flowers in their hair or might have flowers around them a lot. That might be a sign for you. This person could really like penguins. Excuse me. We have lions here. They could be a cat person. We have a lot of animals. They might like daisies as well. But yeah, it's like this person is here to help you out. This person is very enthusiastic. This person's a team player, hardcore. This person is really, really here to lift you up because they really admire and appreciate and believe in the work that you do, right? They believe in your energy. They believe in your dreams. They believe in, like, you got a content channel. They believe in what you're saying. They believe in you sharing your wisdom. They see the importance of what you're bringing to the table, and as a result they go out of their way to try to help you. So if this is like, I just met you, not long ago, and like let's say you met this person a month ago, 2 months ago, and like you're having a day where you're just really exhausted and you don't have enough time to do everything, and they're, you're like mentioning that, you're like venting to them about that. This is the person who brings over dinner for you, and you're kind of like, I feel like almost a suspicious energy of like, why are you doing this? Why are you helping me? And the universe really wants you to know, like, it's safe to trust this person. It's safe to accept that, because it's spirit trying to help you. It's spirit trying to send you a kindred spirit to lift you up, to help replenish your energy. Excuse me. Especially because with, be brave and dig deep, you have a lot to do here. You have a very important, long spiritual mission here. And that requires we accept help, we accept replenishment. And, the universe doesn't have hands to bring us things. So, the universe doesn't have legs to walk over to our apartments. The universe has to use other people to bring us bounty and gifts. And it's important to balance that with how often we bring that to others. But it's okay to accept that, right? Because that's part of the gifts from spirit. Now, for some of you who you are looking to enter into some type of professional partnership. I know I said professional like that. That was really weird. Professional partnership with somebody. Like I said, this person's a soulmate. This person's a kindred spirit. Very similar messages. This person will always be a team player. They're always going to be here to try to help you out. They're going to balance you out. They might be, you know, strong in areas that you are weak and vice versa. And you guys just really make a good partnership. They're very humble too. Like they're confident in themselves, but they are very humble. They will always go out of their way to be a team player with you. And they will always go out of their way to seek to create good balance between the two of you. There's somebody that you can trust. There's somebody who feels very blessed to work with you, feels very blessed to do spiritual work in general. They're just very upbeat. They're very happy-go-lucky. They might be very social. They might have a really good social media following, like a very large social media following. But this person really believes in you, even if they, you know, have, like if you guys both have content channels and they have more followers or subscribers, or more views on their videos, they really believe in your work. They believe that you are an equal contributor. It's just a matter of like luck or circumstances, right? This person doesn't look at it like, oh, I have more, I'm bringing more to the table. That means I'm better at this than you, or that means I bring more to this partnership than you. Nope. They're very much like, oh, you and I are the same. I just happen to have gotten more likes on this video. I just happen to have more subscribers. They're never gonna make you feel like you don't contribute enough, right? They're always gonna seek to bring you level with where they are, or to level the playing field in some way, shape, or form. This person's a really, really great team player, and they're really here as a blessing to you, and I love that. Like, not a hint of competitiveness, not a hint of jealousy, only beautiful things. My God, my chest. My allergies, you guys. And then lastly, if this is romantic, I do feel like, you know, if this is romantic and this is somebody new, very similarly, you could be starting a new job, like I mentioned. You could be going on a new creative venture. And this person's gonna come in and really, really want to like get to know you. If this is work, they're gonna be like, I almost feel like you guys will keep bumping into each other around the office, but they're gonna wanna talk to you, right? They are gonna wanna eat lunch with you. They're gonna wanna know more about you, right? This person's very friendly. This person's very, like, likes to talk, likes to chat, not all up in your face all the time, but you don't have to pull teeth to get them to share things. They're interested in you without being like, you know, sycophantic or obsessed with you, because people can get a little bit like that about the Queen of Wands. So like this person's a really, really even-keeled, down-to-earth person, and they're gonna really want to work with you. They might want to bring you in on projects they're on. You guys are just gonna hit it off right away. And this person, like I said, is a team player. That's the big thing with this, is always gonna be here to give and, you know, give to you equally, to try to make your life easier, right? This person's just really, really sweet. This person's just gonna like melt your heart. I feel like this person's gonna steal your heart, especially if you've been like a little bit guarded, if you've had some really difficult, challenging partnerships. And this might be why we have to be brave and dig deep, because you might have to kind of accept the fact that this is just like, it might be, again, it's like it feels too good to be true, but that this person really does, this person is really like that. Look how much pink we have in all these cards. That's like heart chakra energy all day. We have, you know, this water energy. We have soulmates, partnership. So that might very well be the case. You might be getting offered a new job from this person, or offered a new opportunity to make money from this person, that you guys could work on together. And this person really believes that you would be a great addition to their project. Again, they're gonna really value you as an equal partner, hardcore, and I love that. And your partnership together is very blessed, both, you know, emotionally, romantically, but also in terms of what you're creating. Now, the last scenario is, excuse me, if you are with your soulmate and you are thinking about starting this business, again, this person will be equal with you, and this person will stick it out and contribute equally with you to the project, no matter what happens. Like, no matter if, you know, things are going really well, if they're really difficult, like, you know, in sickness and in health, you know, for rich or for poor kind of an attitude and energy here. They're gonna be there come hell or high water, and they're gonna do so with a smile on their face. This person really like makes the best out of crummy situations, but this person very much believes in the power of what you guys can create together. This person's willing to make that investment. This person is willing to show up day after day and do their part and like hold up their end of the partnership, and they're very cheery about it. Like, they're never going to keep score. They're not going to throw it in your face, because they trust you equally as well. They trust you to show up equally for them. And it's just like a very light, easy, like you might kind of almost be like weirded out by how easy it is to get along with this person. Again, it's that energy of like, I don't have to chase you down for things. I don't have to argue with you about every nickel and dime. Like, I don't have to, you know, I don't have to ask you 3 times to do your part of this project. You just did it. I didn't even have to ask you. Like, it's that kind of energy of like, almost like, what do I do with all of my time and energy where I don't have to, essentially I don't have to carry the partnership by myself. And again, you're gonna have this very deep, emotional, psychic, intuitive connection with this person. You're just gonna get each other. Yeah, this is awesome. I absolutely love this. So this is just about everything I'm seeing for group 3. I hope this has been helpful. If you need help with your specific situation, please feel free to check out my shop link in the description box below. Yeah, it's been an honor and a joy to get to read for you today. I hope I get to again in the future. And I am wishing you the best, the brightest, the most beautiful things that life has to offer, love buds. Take care, okay? All right, bye.